Hi! Is anyone signed into the class? If you have a reservation, this is the time to jump in. If not, please join the class. I'd love to see everybody. There we go. How's that for lighting? Well, I think it is exactly 10 a.m. Can you hear me okay? Can people hear me? Hello? Yeah, Yazid, welcome. Please join the class if you have a reservation. Welcome to the beginning of class, Yazid. Good to see you. Please join the class if you are able to. Other people? Oh, Jenny, good to see you. Did I see you yesterday, Jenny? Jenny, were you? Yes, good. If you have a reservation, please join the class. Today, we will study something very important in English, an English grammar form we use every day. Waleed, good to see you. Do you remember what's the grammar that we are going? Sudish, good to see you. Sudish, your microphone is up too loud. If you can turn down the volume on your microphone, because I hear lots of music right now, and it makes me want to dance. Jose, good to see you again. Yeah. So, Sudish, where are you from? Okay, now I cannot hear you at all. Oh, Gerardo, Yusuf, good to see you.
Hi Dan, now can you hear me?
Yes. Where are you, Sudish?
Yeah, I am at my room.
Where do you live?
I'm in India.
In India. Where? India is a big country. Where in India?
India in Mumbai.
Mumbai. Oh, it's such an exciting city. I would love to go to Mumbai.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay, well, welcome to the class, Sudish, and we just saw Mauro. Mauro, how do I pronounce your name? Oh, and Sudish, for you, if you could mute the microphone when you are not speaking, because it's very loud. Okay,
yeah,
good. Okay, Mauro, is that correct? I also see Adnan Ali and Taha Saleh. So, Mauro, please tell us about yourself.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right. So, I come from Italy, Naples, in South Italy, and I work in a company that makes airplane, civil airplane.
Airplanes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you work for Airbus?
No, I work for Airbus is French, and I work for Boeing and Airbus, and it's called Elenium. It's in Italy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the class.
Thank you. It was my first class.
Oh, good. Well, then extra welcome. So happy to see you.
Thank you.
Gerardo, are you still here, Gerardo? Maybe not. Then I'm just going to go along the bottom. Abdalila, how do I pronounce your name, please? Okay, and also Taha, you will have to mute your microphone because Taha, it's very loud. Again, please, Abdalila.
Yes, Abdelillah. Yeah.
Where do you live?
I'm from Morocco. Yeah.
Very good. What do you do in Morocco?
I'm working and studying at the same time. I work at the restaurant, like half time, and I continue my studies.
Good. Hardworking student. Very good. Very good. And Adnan, is that correct?
Yeah, Adnan is correct. Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Adnan. I'm from Pakistan, but right now I'm working in UAE. I'm working here.
Where do you work, Adnan?
I'm working in UAE, Jabal
Okay.
in a garment factory.
Good.
I've done my masters and right now I'm working here. It's all about.
Okay. It's a little bit difficult to hear you, but welcome to the class. And Lourdes, I think you are next.
Hi, I'm Lourdes. I'm from Peru.
Okay.
You hear me?
Well, yes. What do you do in Peru?
I just graduate from law school, so I'm a lawyer, but I'm looking for a job now.
Okay. Well, I hope this language lesson will help you get a job. And in the future, please tell me your country and your city. So, Lourdes, where are you in Peru?
I'm from Lima,
Lima.
the capital.
The capital.
Yes.
Very good. Mina.
And you? How are you?
Oh, I'll tell you soon, but I want to hear from all of the
Okay.
students first.
Okay.
Mina, please tell us about yourself.
Okay, teacher. Hello, everyone. My name is Mina. I'm from Egypt. I'm 28. I'm currently working as a designer. That's it.
Okay, very good. And then Young Shini, is that correct?
Yes. Hello.
Yes. So please tell us about yourself.
Okay, I'm Chinese, but now I'm living in Italy, and I studied interior design.
Okay. So you live in Italy now. Okay.
Yes.
Are you studying in Italy?
Yes, I'm studying interior design.
Okay. Okay, very good. And then Yusuf, please tell us about yourself.
Yes, hello. Then my name is Yusuf, and I'm from Yemen, and I'm a computer engineer. And then English because I improve my speaking and my listening, and I'm moving to the Detroit in a few months. Yeah.
You're moving to where?
To Detroit. Michigan.
Oh, Detroit, Michigan. Oh, very good. Very good. That's very exciting. Okay. So today we're going to study some grammar that I know students have some trouble with, and it's so important. This is I think, in my opinion, the most important intermediate grammar you can learn. And Waleed, what you need to do is when there's an opening in the class, you join the class. And you can do that if you have a reservation. And Yazid, good to see you. And we have Alejandro, last student. Alejandro, tell us, where are you? What do you do? Alejandro, can you hear me? Okay, well, we'll wait for you. Maybe, I know when people start the class, sometimes they need a...
Teacher.
Okay. Where
Can
are
you
you,
hear me?
Alejandro? Yes.
Okay, teacher. I'm connecting on from Ecuador.
Oh,
in
where?
South America.
Where in Ecuador?
In Guayaquil. I live in Guayaquil.
Oh, very good. I studied Spanish in Quito.
Really, in the capital city.
Yes. My Spanish is very bad. What do you do in... not a good student. What do you do in Guayaquil?
Well, I'm studying at university.
Okay, good. So many students. Very good. So, the grammar today. What are we studying in class today?
Present perfect.
Yes, yes. The present perfect is a form we use all the time. Tell me, maybe Lourdes, have you studied the present perfect before?
Yes, but I don't remember too much of that. I think that is the will with the past perfect, I think, with the past participle. Like I will have, I think.
You're very close, Lourdes. And let's see, other people. Have you studied this language before?
Yes.
Yeah, Abdelila, give me a longer sentence. Yes is okay. It's correct English, but practice speaking more.
Okay. I studied English. It have been like 7 years now, but at this time I stopped studying. I just French and Arabic. And right now I want to start again from the beginning. And,
Good.
that's why I came here.
Good. So so you studied English for 7 years. That's a long time.
No, I studied English for 3 years.
Oh, for 3
7
years.
years ago.
7 years. Okay. Oh, I understand. I understand. So let's start with a little bit of practice. The present perfect. The present perfect is the form that I want this to be a fun class. I like my classes to be fun. Present perfect can be a little bit difficult. Let me give you an example of a present perfect sentence or two, okay? So look at the text box. I'm going to do some typing. I love to have a little bit of typing in my classes. There's one sentence. I'll give you another one. One more. There we go. Okay, so there are 3 present perfect sentences. Let's look at them together. What is the same in all 3 sentences? What do you notice? What do you see?
Have and
Sorry, teacher.
Yes?
I don't get the sentence yet.
Yeah. Okay. I think you have to choose the chat up here, and then you will see the sentences over here. Am I pointing to the correct part of the screen? Is this where the text?
No, the other side.
Other side for you. Okay.
Yeah.
The chat over there. I'm so sorry. So I think maybe for some people it's here, for some people it's there. So what do you see in the present perfect sentences?
We see have and the past participle in the 3 sentences.
Oh my God! Well, was that you, Youssef? Who said that? Yeah, that is a good answer. What else? What else do you notice about those sentences? And Waleed has an answer. Waleed, you're close. You're not exactly correct, but you're close.
The work is done. And there's a have and the third form in every sentence.
Could you say that again, please, Waleed? Or Adnan, I'm sorry. Adnan, can you say that louder, please?
I said in every sentence there the use of have and the third form. So it's a perfect tense because the work is done.
Okay, so that's a common mistake. Because, for example, the first sentence, or maybe for you over here, I have taught English for 10 years. Now, do I teach English right now?
No, work is done.
Is it done? What am I doing right now, Adnan? You're crazy. What's happening right now?
What do you mean what's happening right now? I mean, you've been teaching me, I know, but the
Right
work
now, I am teaching. Is it true? Am I teaching everybody? Am I teaching English right now?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I hope so. Oh my God, I hope I am. So, one common use of the present perfect is that an action that starts in the past and continues to right now. It still continues right now. I have lived in San Francisco for 3 years. Where do I live right now?
In San Francisco.
Correct. It continues to right now. So one of the most common uses of present perfect is for an action that continues to right now. Not over. It's not finished. The simple past is, I think, the most common form for an action that is finished, that's done. I lived in San Francisco for 3 years. Do I live there now?
No.
It's over. Simple past. I lived in Oakland. I lived in New York City for 1 year. Do I live in New York City right now?
No.
No, it's done. Simple past. Finished. Present continuous is for something that continues to right now. So, yeah, Waleed has the correct answer. Waleed, your English is very good. So another example of present perfect, I'm going to type another one. There we go. That is another. Franco died in 1975. That's correct. Simple past. It's done. Have you ever seen Mount Fuji? What does this question mean?
Who's Mount Fuji?
It's a famous. What is Mount Fuji? Can anyone tell me? Also, I'm getting some music. Adnan, is there like pretty piano music playing where you are?
Sorry.
It's very beautiful music, but it's a little bit too loud. Vincenzo, welcome, Vincenzo. So who can tell me what is Mount Fuji?
It is a famous mountain in Japan.
Yeah, it's a famous mountain. If you saw a picture, you would know. It's a big, famous, beautiful mountain in Japan. Thank you. So, David is correct. My question, have you ever seen Mount Fuji, is about the experience. Have you ever seen it? Do you have that experience even one time in your life? All right? Jose is another one. Have you ever eaten snails? I don't think so. Maybe when I'm asleep and I ate a snail while I was asleep, it's possible. So, this is, the present perfect is an extremely common way in English to start a conversation. You meet somebody, you're talking, what's your name, where do you live, and then you ask a question like this: have you ever seen Mount Fuji? Who is the student from Guayaquil? Who is the student in Guayaquil? Mauro, was that you? No? Somebody here was from Guayaquil. Okay, I guess maybe they left.
Not me.
Not me. So you can say, like, have you, for,
Me.
Alejandro, you can say,
Yeah.
have you ever been to the Amazon? Right? Have you ever been to Quito? It's a very common question. So, oh my God. So to ask a question with the present perfect usually starts with, have you ever? Oh my God, too loud. You have to lower this. Yeah, you please press the mute button when you are not speaking because it's very loud. So it's a question like this: have you ever? So every,
example,
and this is
have you ever been
I
to
want
South
to help.
America?
Have you ever been to South America? Perfect. So, when you meet somebody who speaks English, this is one of the best ways to have a natural, casual conversation, right? This is excellent English. You will use this English every day if you move to a country where people speak English. So that's correct, David. It depends. Have you ever been to, usually we ask, have you ever been to questions, because it's a question about a country or something like that. So I want everybody, please practice a little typing. Please type a question with, have you ever? Okay? So everybody, please type a question, have you ever? Yusuf, I've been teaching for 10 years. So everybody, please, note speaking, please type a question, have you ever? Or maybe over here, have you ever? Sudesh, have you ever visited the Taj Mahal? No, but I want to so much. Have you ever seen a UFO? Jenny, that's excellent English, but make sure you capitalize the H. Capital H. Don't get lazy, Jenny, just because you have excellent English. Be careful. Walid, have you ever, you would say been to. Have you ever been to Algeria? We use to for a country. And no, but I want to. I want to go to Morocco and Algeria and Egypt. Have you ever been? Have you ever gone? Been is more casual. They are both correct, Vincenzo, but we usually say, have you ever been to? It's just what we say. Yeah, so Walid, have you ever been to Algeria? Have you ever, that film, Mauro, what's the verb? I need one more verb in that sentence. Have you ever eaten that film? That's crazy. Mauro, your English is terrible. That's crazy. Have you ever, okay, you're close, Mauro. What is the past participle? Yes, yes, that is correct. So please write the sentence again, Mauro, with seen. Have you ever robbed a bank? Yusuf, that's too bad. That's a terrible story. And incorrect English. Same thing. What is the past participle of rob? Correct. So please write the sentence again. Yeah, that's correct, Adnan. And I think Young Shini, I think we need a sentence from you. Vincenzo? Oh no, you have well, you asked a question, Vincenzo. Please type a question. Everybody, please. Yeah, Lourdes, did you type your question? Have you ever robbed a bank? No, I have not. Thank you for asking me. Have you ever visited Lima? I want to. Oh. Have you ever eaten ceviche? I love ceviche. Yes, I have, and it is delicious. Have you ever studied Italian? No, it's too difficult. Have you ever taught English before? Question mark. Adnan, don't get lazy. Good English, but don't be lazy with the punctuation, please. And Young Shini, did you ask a question? Oh, Jenny, same person. Oh, I understand now. I understand. Okay. So your English name is Jenny, but Young Shini. Do you prefer Young Shini or Jenny?
It's the same.
But do you prefer one or the other?
Maybe Jenny is more easy for you.
Okay, I think, yeah. Okay. Well, Jenny, excellent English. Have you ever gone to Japan? Have you ever visited Japan? Good. So, this is good. These are all good questions, except for robbing a bank. No questions about robbing a bank, please, please. Have you ever thought about learning Arabic? I've studied a little bit of Arabic. It was hard. It is a difficult language. Spanish, even for me, Spanish is pretty difficult, but Arabic is like, oh my God. But it's a beautiful language. It's just too difficult for me. Teacher is too stupid. So, have you ever been in love? Oh, Alejandro, such a romantic question. So a common mistake that people make with the present perfect is the past participle, right? So the form of present perfect is, I'll show you. Oops. Let's have plus that's for the or for the question. right? So a lot of people have trouble with the past participle. What is the past participle? What is it? Have you ever had a hangover? Good question. But Jenny, capital H, don't be lazy. Please. I beg you, capital H. The third, David, that's good. Good, that's better, Jenny. But tell me, what is the past participle? What is it? Can you hear me? I cannot hear you at all. Is anybody saying anything? When do you
Yeah, we
use
hear you.
when do you use the past participle?
In present perfect.
Only for the perfect, present perfect or past perfect or future perfect. It's a form of a verb that's only used for the perfect, right? And it's a little bit difficult. For a okay, first, regular verb. What is a regular verb? Regular verb. What is it?
It's a verb
Which is
that the
in the
past
present?
time you have no, it ended with the ed.
Correct. It ends with ed, simple present, because it's always true. It ends with ed. Yeah, Lourdes had the same answer, right? Not recently. Not recently, Fawaz. It maybe is 1,000 years ago, right? America, Christopher Columbus came to America 600 years ago. That's irregular verb. But it can be for a long time. Yeah, so a regular verb ends with ed. And there are some tricks, but they all end in ed. Okay, now, for a regular... Oh, give me some examples. Please, type some examples of regular verbs. 30 seconds. Give me some examples of regular verbs. Talked, studied. Hey there, Waleed. What the? Started. Good. More. There's so many in English. Please. Robbed. Good. Yusuf. They're difficult. You're crazy, Jose. To play. Correct. Play. Worked. Added. Waited. Looked. Talked. What's this? Wanted. Watched. Wasted. Spelled like this. Played. Joined. Looked. What's this? What's this action? Loved. Alejandro. Good. Listened. It's a little bit difficult, but yeah, listened. It's very close. Good. There are thousands of regular verbs in English. So many. So, sweared, irregular, Nariman. Sweared, past tense is swore. So, listen, good. Here's my question for you. With regular verbs, what is the past participle?
The same thing?
Same thing as... Oh, too scary.
At the past?
Same thing as the simple past. Yes, correct. Yeah. It's so easy with the past participle. If it is a regular verb, the past participle is the same as a simple past. That's it. So easy. So easy, right? Now, give me some examples of irregular verbs. Give me some examples of irregular verbs. Arturo, now you have to sign up for Friends. Go to Friends and choose Connect Me Automatically. And if you do that one, you'll be connected to other people. Okay, spoke, swore, to read, gone. That's to go, right? Made, think, thought, to understand. Yeah, good. Put, stand, go, went, understood, wore. Okay. Good. You're doing a good job with the irregular verbs. The problem with English is that we only have a few irregular verbs, but we use them all the time. These verbs are irregular because we used them so much. So these are the actions we do every day. Woke up, got dressed, ate breakfast, drank coffee, took a shower, drove to work, went to work. These are the verbs that we use every day. So you must remember them. Well, Yusuf, it depends, because English has thousands of verbs. English has thousands. And the irregular verbs you need to know, maybe 100, right? So it's not so many, but you use those 100 verbs every day. So it's difficult. So irregular verbs. How do you make irregular verbs into the past participle? Love? Love? Is love irregular? You're crazy, Nariman. How do you do it? You have to... Too scary. It's too scary.
You have to learn them because you cannot follow.
Hello.
You have to study them. That's the only way, and memorize them.
You have to learn them, you have to study them, and then you used the perfect word at the end, Yusuf. What is the last word he used? You have to...
Memorize.
Correct. Yusuf, I wanted somebody else to say it, but you are correct, of course. You must memorize them. What does the word memorize mean?
Remember for a long time.
Remember. Yeah, remember always, right?
Always.
So you must memorize them. You just have to make yourself remember them. But there are a few rules. There are remember all the English rules. Good luck. Good luck with that. What is? Oh, welcome. You were a student before, right? Is that that's awesome? Awesome. You were in my class last time,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Good to see you again. It makes me happy.
Good to see you.
Oh,
okay.
and I want to tell 1 minute first. I want to tell all of you that Verbling is starting an exciting new project where if you want to study a specific course, a specific idea in English with a specific teacher, you can do it with Verbling Courses. Have you seen the Verbling Courses?
Yes.
No. Yes.
No. Some yes, some no. If you go to Verbling, you will see up around here, there's a button that says Courses. And if you choose that one, you can see a course. I'm going to be teaching the first one on English grammar, but soon there will be many more courses. So, this is a course I am teaching. I will be teaching a course on intermediate grammar, and you will study more kinds of grammar, including the present perfect, which is so important. So, but I'm going to teach you some of the same ideas right here. But if you want more practice with the grammar, more practice with me, you can take the Verbling course. So, let me tell you about the past participle, because you must memorize, like Yusuf said, you must memorize the past participle for irregular verbs. Now, what's the for past participle for irregular verbs? Oh my God! I think same as yesterday. Awesome! It's too loud. Please press the mute button. What is the most common ending for irregular past participles?
En.
Correct. Jenny, that's perfect. En is the most common one. We see it all the time. Jenny, give me an example.
Forgotten.
Perfect.
Eaten.
Okay, that's forgotten.
Also
Eaten. So give me a few more. Mohammed, good Mohammed, but please let's stay. And you're using English, I know, Mohammed, but let's practice this English. So please, everybody, give me one past participle that ends with en, please. Flown? Is that en? You're crazy. Beaten. Adnan. It's too sad, but it's correct English. Forgiven. Ah, so beautiful, Lourdes. Yes. Give me more. Give me 5 more past participles that end with en. Driven. Forgotten. I gave you that one, Yusuf. That was Jenny's from the beginning, right? Thrown. No en in thrown. Samir, you're crazy. Driven. Good. Woken. David, good. More, please. Eaten. Good. Classic. Done. En. That's ne, Samir, not en. I need en. Chosen. Yeah, Sudish, watch the spelling. It's irregular, right? So it's chosen. C-H-O-S. Taken. Spoken. There's so many more. Let me give you a few more. Gotten, taken, broken, seen, eaten. So there's so many verbs that, and been, thank you, been. There are so many past participles that end with en. Bitten, yes. So please, I think the easiest thing is forbidden, good. Not a very common one, but that is correct. Like the Forbidden City. In English, that's what we that's the name for the the famous city or famous area in Beijing. Achen? Man, what? I don't know that word. Frozen. So the first thing that you can do to use the present perfect correctly, or to use it better, is to memorize all of these en past participles. It's the most common ending for irregular past participles. Yeah. So like Yusuf said, right? Please memorize these past participles. What does memorize mean again?
Remember,
Remember.
recall them when needed.
To remember, Sudish, to remember them for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, to remember for a long time.
Forever. Please, for your whole life. Sudish, remember them forever.
Forever.
Yeah, so, yeah, not just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind just means remember for a short time. I want you to memorize. Remind is different. Remind is to tell somebody else, like, Lourdes, weren't you going to clean your room today? That's to remind somebody, to make you remember. To memorize is to make yourself remember. So please, memorize these past participles, right? En. En is the most common ending. What's another way? What's another way that we make the past participle from irregular verbs? So one way is to add ed for regular verbs. For irregular verbs, sometimes you add en. Got, gotten, take, taken. What are other ways you make the past participle from irregular verbs?
Sometimes it is the same with the past simple.
Simple past. Give me an example. You're right. Yeah, give me an example, please.
Like got or
Got?
hit.
Hit. And hit is also the same as the present, right? Hit, hit. I hit him. I hit him yesterday. I have hit him before. Oh my God, Jenny, so violent.
I have a question.
But that is correct. That is another one. Please, yeah, what is your question?
Yeah, if it is the same as the simple past, so it's gonna be the same as the present, right?
Okay, and awesome. Please turn down the microphone, or please mute your microphone. So some of them are the same in simple past and simple present. Yeah, so one example is hit. Hurt. I think is yeah, hurt is the same too, I believe. Give me another one. Yeah, thank you, Alyona. Man, you have to stop telling us about these towns or I'm going to block you. In fact, I'm going to block you. All right. So read, read, that's correct. Fit. Come, C-O-M-E. What's the past tense, Vincenzo? Simple past of come. Correct. So that's not an example. And Sudesh, spoke. What's the past participle of spoke? Spoken. Yeah, right. So there are a few verbs in English that are the same. Present, past, past participle. Right? Sent? Is that the same? Present, past, past participle, Jenny? Oh, terrible. Jenny, what's the present tense of send? Sent. Send, yeah, okay. But it is the same in simple past and past participle, right? Awesome. You have to mute your microphone, please. I'm so sorry because you're a hardworking student, but it's too loud. Put, yeah. So there are a few words. There are a few words that are the same in simple past, simple present, and past participle. So please remember those because it's so easy. It will make things so easy for you. Read is pronounced differently, but it's spelled the same, right? Read, read, read. So some of these are just the same, and that will make life easier to use the present perfect. Good, Jenny. Set. I think you're correct about that. Although we don't use the verb set very much. Doug, Nariman, what's the present tense of Doug? And that's another one. There are some verbs where they are the same in simple past and past participle. Some irregular verbs that are the same in both. That's also true. Bet, let, yeah. Less common verbs, but we use those too. Okay. This is a lot of information. Any questions about the present perfect so far? Please ask me any questions about the present perfect.
Okay, when we use the present perfect? When we use?
When do you use it? Good question.
When we use?
Asim has a great question. When do you use the present perfect? When?
Okay.
Oh yeah, another student, please. Yeah, no, I want to ask everybody else. What is a good answer to Asim's question?
Okay. Okay.
Can I?
Actually, Samir, I know you know the answer. What is your answer, Samir?
I think the present perfect, it is to describe the action happened in the past in a period time.
Give me an example, Samir.
I have been in Turkey.
I've been to Turkey.
Yes.
Good. I want to go to Turkey. You are very lucky. I want to go. So one common use, Asim, is to use the present perfect to describe an experience. If you've had an experience even one time, I've been to Turkey. I have eaten Mexican food. I love Mexican food. I've eaten Mexican food. I have, I have seen Mount Fuji. Something like that when you talk about an experience.
Do you mean an event happened in the past and continue in our time?
That's another. That is also correct. Yes, that is correct, Asim. That's a different use, but you are correct.
Okay.
And you say I've been in Turkey. We usually in English, in American English, we usually say been to. I've been to Turkey for a country. You've been to.
But isn't it mean that if I've been to Turkey, that means I have once visited the Turkey. I've been in Turkey. That means uh, I'm living in Turkey.
No.
Isn't this?
No. And this is prepositions. I talked about this yesterday, where prepositions in English, in every language, are a little bit difficult. And if you say, I have been to Turkey, that means you have traveled inside the country. It does not mean you live there now. And we do not say, I've been in Turkey. That's not the preposition we use with been. With lived, but you are correct. If you, Adnan, if you say lived, yeah, I have lived in Turkey. I live in Turkey.
Okay.
Live and in go to the preposition in goes with live. Yeah. So we use, those are two common uses of the present perfect. Let me give you connection with the present. That's correct, Aliona. It's not over. It continues. I have lived in San Francisco for 3 years, and I still live there now. True story. I am in San Francisco right now. So here's another example of the present perfect. So Jenny, for your question, have you ever been to a drugstore? I'd probably say been to a drugstore. I would use been in for like a container. Like, have you ever been in the new yeah, have you been in the new Boeing airplane, the Dreamliner? You can say that. So let's look at the new sentence I just typed. I have listened to 3 Madonna songs today. Why do I use the simple present here? And Samir, are you studying English right now, Samir?
Yes.
So you must use the present perfect. You made a mistake. Please try it again with present perfect.
It's a habit.
Did you mean
It's a habit.
continue or present perfect?
You
Continue?
always do.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Teacher?
Yes.
Did you mean present perfect continuous or present perfect?
Present perfect. No, just present perfect. No continuous. Present perfect.
Yes.
So.
Because it's habits you use to do every day.
Well, you can say I study English, and you do it every day, right?
Okay.
Simple present. I study English every day. That's my job. You know, I'm a student. That's my job. But if you're telling us for how long, and it continues to right now,
yeah.
There you go. I have studied English for 2 years.
Again, please. Again.
Okay. So let me give you one more sentence. Okay, I have 3 sentences here. I study English. I have studied English for 2 years. I studied English for 2 years. Now, I studied English for 2 years. Yeah? How long did I study English? Easy question. How long have I studied English?
For 2 years.
Correct. So Mauro.
You continue to.
Mauro, do I study English right now? Easy question. How long?
No.
Yeah.
2 years.
Finished.
Mauro, when
studying.
I say I studied English for 2 years, do I study right now?
No.
No. It's
No.
done. It's finished. Simple past. The idea is it's done. It's over. So simple past is for it's done. If I say I have studied English for 2 years, that means I study right now. I continue to study right now. I do not need ing. The present perfect tells me I study right now.
Okay.
I say
I
The
hear.
present perfect is studied before and continuous in time.
It
This
continues
time.
to now. It continues to this time. Yes, this point right now. It continues.
What does it mean if I say what I was studying English for 2 years?
I was studying English for, that's the past continuous. It's just a different, we can talk about that in a different class. That's a different idea. But let's talk about the present perfect, because there's one more common use of the present perfect, right? A new one that I want to talk about. There we go. So, I have watched 3 videos today. Do you see it?
Yes.
Everybody,
Yes.
do you see it?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So why did I use the present perfect for this sentence?
Because it's habits. You used to do it every day.
No,
Habits.
every day is simple present. And also, please, Asim, please mute the microphone because I hear a whistling. I think it's from your side.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So, Jenny, why
Yes.
did I use the present perfect for this sentence?
Because you use the word today, and today is not past. No, it's not past yet.
But what about this, Jenny? What about that? I watched 3 videos today. That's simple past, right?
Yes.
So why did I use the present perfect before?
Because maybe
I think
you have not finished to watch them.
You're close. Lourdes, what were you saying?
I think it's for recent events. That you do something, for example, in the morning, but when you talk about past tense, it's things that you maybe do 2 years ago or something like that.
Maybe, Lourdes, maybe. But use the
Maybe
simple past. Oh, Yusuf,
maybe-
please.
Maybe you have watched these videos today, and maybe you will be watching more.
Yusuf, that is excellent. That is excellent. So one more time. What is the idea of the simple past?
To describe something that it's done.
It's done. It's finished. It's over. Right? That's the simple past. It's finished. When I say, I watched 3 videos today, will I watch more?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, it's done.
I use simple past because it's done. I'm
done.
finished watching videos. Right? It's done. If I use present perfect, I have watched 3 videos today. Will I watch more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe. So, that's not so important. I'll be honest. With present perfect, the most important thing is starting a conversation, asking questions, an action that continues to now. Those are more important with present perfect. But I want to teach you the things that are a little bit difficult, yeah? And with present perfect, one of the more difficult ideas is this idea that it's an action that is not finished. So with this one, that's an example of something that happened in the past and maybe will continue in the future. We don't know. All right? Yeah, I have eaten 3 cookies today. Will I eat more?
Probably yes. Maybe.
Probably. They're delicious, right? Their cookies are good. So that's the idea with the present perfect. And that, to answer Asim's question before, that is why sometimes we do not use the simple past. Because with the simple past, the feeling is it's over. With present continuous, the feeling is it continues to now, or it is possible to continue. Do you see what I mean a little bit?
Is that the main difference? Or?
I think so. I mean, yeah, I think the main difference is the present perfect. The idea is there's something that happened in the past, and it's still possible now. It continues to now, or it's still important now. Like you have that experience now.
Because I heard before the present perfect past symbol, we say about the past that happened in a specific time. Like I watched TV last night. But if you say I have watched TV.
Samir, you say it again. If I have watched TV. Sorry, Samir, I can't hear you. But Samir brings up. Oh yeah, say again, please, Samir.
If I say I have watched TV, I have watched TV. That's mean not a specific time. But if I say I watched TV last night, I have to say last night, or at 7 o'clock, or at.
So
I think that's the difference between present perfect and past simple.
I mean, because I mean, kind of. I mean, with this, and one of the problems that students have sometimes is that, and I don't think you maybe have this problem, but some students learn the present perfect and they use it for everything. Like, I have eaten breakfast today. Do you say that? I mean, is that good English? I have eaten breakfast today.
I think no.
Probably you just say I ate breakfast, right? Breakfast is a one-time thing. You do it every day. You don't need the present perfect. You just say I ate breakfast today. So with TV last night, you just say I watched TV last night. No problem. You can say I watched TV at 7 p.m. or I watched TV from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. But it's not important. The simple past is correct. For present perfect, really save the present perfect for when the idea is you have an unusual experience, maybe. Like I have traveled to Turkey. I have been to the Taj Mahal, like something unusual. Or for something that continues to now, I have lived in San Francisco for 3 years. Or for an action that happened repeatedly in the past and may happen again. I have eaten 3 cookies today. And I will eat 3 more, I hope. Do you see what I mean a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, and I have a question.
Okay, and Asim, you have a question? What is your question?
No, that was me.
That was your question. Okay.
Repeat again.
What's your question?
Repeat again.
Repeat again?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, just the most important thing is to use the present perfect for the 3 situations that I talked about. 1, to ask a question or to give an answer about a specific, unusual experience. Have you been to Turkey? Have you been to Spain? Have you eaten sushi? Yeah? That's one very common use. Another common use, for an experience that continues until now. I have been teaching English for 10 years. Or number 3, for an action that happened repeatedly in the past and can happen again. I have eaten 3 cookies today.
Like I have watched the 3 videos today.
Correct.
Right?
I have watched 3 videos today. Maybe I will watch more.
Okay.
That is correct. And please, use the simple perfect, or use the simple past when it's done, when it's finished and over. Use the simple past. Do not use the present perfect for everything. It's an easy mistake. So please use the present perfect. Please remember those past participles, especially en. Past participles, they're so important. Yeah, and I hope you use the present perfect every day because it is such good English. Some students, they want to use the past perfect continuous. They want to use the future perfect. No. I use the future perfect one time in a year. Maybe once a year. Don't worry about the future perfect. Don't worry about past perfect continuous. Please study the present perfect and the past participles. Yeah? Do you understand? Is that okay?
Yeah, Dan, I have a
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What is the last question?
When you said I had eaten 3 cookies today, right? It also means that you don't want anymore. Like, I have cookies, I invite you to eat some cookies. You said, no, I have eaten 3 cookies today. And you have cookies that you don't want anymore.
No thanks. Yeah, you can say that. You can. That's okay. No thanks. I've already eaten 3 cookies. Yeah, no thank. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I have that experience. Yeah. So it's slightly unusual, but that's correct English. And last thing, if you want to study more grammar with me, please check out the Verbling Courses. And I'm teaching a class next week where you can get 4 live hangouts with me that other students do not get. And you can watch these hangouts where I talk more about intermediate grammar, including the perfect. Okay, was this a good class, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Good class today?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much, everybody. You did a very good job today. I hope I see you again soon.
Yes,
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay, thank you very much.
Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.